Welcome back everyone, Mudford here. Not going to be working out in the garage today in this video. We're doing something else. Come on along and I'll show you what's going on. And it's going to go something like this. We're done here in the fender well. So I've made another video about my basement sump system. You can see we live in a pretty low area. I didn't build this house, but it probably shouldn't have a basement. Even though we are up on a little hill here, it does go down in a little bit. And it's enough to make the sump pump run a lot. And if you've seen my other video, I've got a main sump pump. I have a battery backup sump pump for power outages, and then I also have a electric backup pump that sets a little higher in the pit, just in case there's problems with the main pump. So I noticed a few days ago that my backup pump is turning on and off. So I've been tracking down, trying to figure out what the problem is. So I went out to the ditch where the water flows out to, and I noticed there's no pressure on it. I'll show you that in a few minutes. I have red algae or whatever, there's a bunch of names for it, but it's red slime that grows in my pipes that feeds off the iron in the water. So that is blocking off my exit pipe. So what I did was I just bought this, and you can see what it's supposed to do. It's got a few jets, and you use it with your pressure washer, and hopefully it's going to clean out that pipe, and the sump pump will be able to keep up and have more pressure out at the ditch. So come on along. Here's where my emergency backup pump comes out at. You can see it's been running a lot more than it should. It shouldn't be all worn out here. This should very, very rarely run, if ever. Okay, you can see that little tiny bit is coming out of the discharge of the hose here. Very little, and not very much pressure behind it. So I've got the water run from the house way over there over to here. Flushing the water out really good because it has really tiny jets at the end of that hose that are going to clean out the pipe, so we don't want them to get plugged off. So I'm just going to go ahead and hook this up and get this thing going. So that is the red slime right there. It's growing inside of here, plugging off the pipe, and we're blasting it now, and it's breaking free and coming out the discharge. You can see it all along here. So hopefully it will flow better out of the sump pit when we get this all done. It sure looks like it will. You can see it's getting a ton of it all the way down this ditch. It's like orange water. So we're just feeding this in a little more and then moving it real slow back and forth and cleaning the inside of the pipe slowly all the way up in there. It pays to have a helper with you. So I've got Jeremiah here. He's holding the, show him what you're doing. He's holding the trigger on that for me. And then I'm free to work the pipe here. I'm free to work this in while he's doing that. I think this is going to take a long time because this goes a long ways in. We're going to use all 100 foot of this, and then we're going to have to shut the pump off and probably work it from the other end. So we're just going to keep doing this for hopefully not too much longer, and hopefully we get some better flow out of this. I mean, you can see we are a little bit than it was when I first came out. So I think we found our main blockage right now. I can't get it to go in any further. And it's coming out, it was coming out bright red. So we're hitting a major clump of red algae slime in there right now. And hopefully we'll be able to break it up. We must be right at the spot that's causing our problem right now. So wow, this has been fun. So we got some putrid looking dark brown water coming out. and I keep getting caught and it won't go forward anymore. We're inside now. I went a ways from the outside and hit something and could not get this thing to push through. Now I'm on the inside, working my way out, and it's making a huge mess. I'm gonna have to wash this all down. I also ended up renting that, and I'm working when I get a big clog that I can't get through with the water jet. I switch to that, but this isn't long enough, unfortunately. So I put the Clog Hog back in and got it in a majority of the 100 foot. It acted like it was hitting something, so I thought I would hook the pump back up and give it a try and see if it could push it out. And hooked it up and went out to the ditch, and I already did notice the pump had shut off, which it hadn't shut off before in a while. So so the pump seemed to pump it out really quick, the pit out, and I went outside and looked, and it blew all the blockage out, and it was good flowing water. You can hear it's on right now again. Pump is on right now, and it's bringing the water level right down, and it should shut off here, I would think, fairly quickly. Yep, I can watch the water level dropping down. We do have quite a bit of water coming in, pretty wet area here, and I think what we will do, yep, already done. So what we will do is we will run this Clog Hog around the drain tile around the basement and try to get it all cleaned out. Now I'm going to go outside and show you where I'm going to show you where it flows into the ditch at. You can see all throughout this ditch the rust color from that algae stuff. So it's pushed a lot of it out already. Okay, you can see it was really coming out quite a bit of volume there, not like the first time when I came out here and it was just trickling out before we fixed it. So I think we're set pretty good. I think the Clog Hog is a good investment, and I'll probably use it like every year. Just run it through there and keep it cleaned out so it doesn't get backed up like it did before.